Secretary to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, representing here today the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, my chairman and my sister, Nkiru Ihediocha, the chairman of House Committee on Aviation, the chairman of Senate Committee on Aviation, Chief Hope Uzadima, members of Senate Committee on Aviation, chairman of House Committee on Finance, members of House Committee on Aviation, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I wish to welcome you to this ceremony in honor of the President in the Council of ICAO, His Excellency Mr. Roberto Gonzalez, and one of our best, the President-elect, Dr. Bernard Aliu. The election of Dr. Bernard Aliu as the next President of ICAO on Monday, 18th November 2013 was greeted with great joy globally, most especially by Africans and government and people of Nigeria. Days such as today makes me very proud to be a Nigerian. Dr. Aliu, while serving as Nigerian representative in ICAO, distinguished himself with exemplary performance, contributing sustainably to the growth and development of civil aviation globally. It is therefore no surprise that he won the confidence of his peers and therefore emerged as the President-elect. On behalf of the aviation industry in Nigeria, and indeed the entire people of Nigeria, I want to give credit and gratitude to Mr. President, who provided us the tremendous support, the encouragement, leadership and guidance that made it possible for our own Dr. Aliu to emerge. Nigeria shares ICAO vision of promoting safety, security, environmental protection, comfort and sustainability of civil aviation globally. Nigeria also recognizes that aviation sector plays a pivotal role in economic development of our nation. It is on this basis that Mr. President, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, through his transformation agenda, directed that aviation sector be repositioned mainstream to pay and play enabling and pivotal role for social economic development of the nation. How much of this have we achieved? In the last 2 years, significant improvements have been made to our airport infrastructure. We have robust programs for our international airports and domestic airports, particularly upgrading their facilities, their safety infrastructures, and ensuring that traveling passengers have the best and the most comfortable mode of transportation. In Abuja domestic terminal, for instance, we were able to accommodate the Hajj, the cargo, and the general aviation terminals. For Lagos General Aviation Terminals 1 and 2, Kaduna Domestic Airports, Kaduna Hajj Terminals. In Calabar, we've been able to improve, upgrade, and rehabilitate totally the airports and repositioning it to be the international airport it's meant to be. The same has been done to Kano, Yola, Katsina, Minna, Gombe, and essentially all the 22 airports have been rehabilitated and upgraded. In addition to the infrastructural development of our airports, we have also put in place air navigational and METS infrastructure that has enhanced safety significantly in Nigerian airspace. While maintaining our Category 1 status with FAA United States, our combined efforts are communication, navigation, surveillance strategy, all towards improving the safety of our passengers. And in doing so, we have installed across the nation airports Doppler radar weather systems. We have also installed facilities to ensure that low-level weather is monitored, captured, maintained, all towards ensuring passengers' safety. We have been able to procure for all our 4 airports within the region, the ILS and the DMAs. We have been able to rehabilitate all the 13 control towers in our 13 airports and automated the towers. We have also been able to install all drug detection equipment, bomb detection equipment, etc. In Kaduna and in Kano, we have been able to complete the control towers. In all, we've been able to ensure that all our firefighting equipment are all in status. Nigerian Civil Aviation Technology School has been upgraded to offer various training, including those of higher level, and so we're trying to equate the level of certificates that NCAD is able to provide to that of university, and above that. NCAD has also been able to offer postgraduate training. This started last year, and we want to make sure that all the geographical zones have a campus of NCAD. Furthermore, our regulatory and policy framework has been strengthened to ensure that our aviation sector has attained a high level of efficiency and effectiveness. The expected outcome of all this, ladies and gentlemen, is to reposition Nigeria as a continental hub, taking advantage of our unique geographical location and vast human resources. With support of government, Nigeria should become the hub for African transportation in a very, very short time. Finally, Aerotropolis and perishable cargo initiatives are on course. These will unlock our huge economic potentials through the creation of value chains and massive employment opportunities. Government of Nigeria remains committed to serve Nigeria, Africa, and the rest of the world. Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, it is on this note that I want to express my ministry's appreciation to President Goodluck Jonathan for his unparalleled support, and once again welcome our special guest, Dr. Aliu, Mr. Gonzalez, and wish you a very enjoyable and pleasant evening. Thank you and God bless.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you all agree that this very amiable daughter of our soul means every word she's just said. And welcome, actors. Please, once again, can we put our hands together for the Honorable Minister? While she was delivering her welcome address,
Your Excellency, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, heavily represented by our own uncle, brother, former Senate President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, Anim Pius Anim. The Chairman, Senate Committee on Aviation Senator Hope Uzodinma, the Honorable Minister of Aviation, Princess Stella Odwa, OON, the outgoing President of ICAO, and the incoming President. And of course, let me rest on the existing protocol, please, because of time. For me, as a person, I am happy to be here tonight. Not just because I'm a member of House of Representatives, but because, first and foremost, I'm a Nigerian. And today, we are celebrating our own. We are also celebrating achievement of excellence. Because if Dr. Aliu is not what his own sought, he wouldn't have been elected. So I am proud that I'm in Nigeria. So things are turning around for good in our country, and also in aviation sector. And I use this opportunity to thank the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria for providing an enabling environment for our own brother to be elected. Because I know that it is not easy. You don't just run this kind of election and just win. And of course, the outgoing president, I saw him nodding, which means I'm saying the truth. So first and foremost, I congratulate the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria. I also congratulate the Minister of Aviation, who worked hard and set out his team to campaign, because I know that they campaigned. And I also congratulate the man in whom the ICAO family was well pleased, will be well pleased, and shall be well pleased. Dr. Aliu. One thing I have to leave here is that to whom much is given, much is expected. We supported you, you won. Now you are a winner. When you finish this race, we would like to celebrate you as the best president that ICAO will have. As legislators, we'll continue to do those things that will make aviation sector be the prime of what everybody's expecting. And that is to say, we'll continue with our oversight, we'll continue to support aviation sector, we'll continue to do only those things that will promote the unity, happiness, and prosperity of Nigeria. And before I end, I would like to say this, that the Speaker of House of Representatives also sent his congratulations to Dr. Aliu. And he's assuring you that all of us in the House of Representatives will give you support, will give the aviation sector support, and will make sure that you do not lack anything as far as our support is concerned. Whatever you need us to do, we will do. Whatever you want us to do, we will do. We are with you in this cause. We will partner with you as we also continue to partner with the aviation sector. And to everybody and to all Nigerians, I say once more, congratulations to all of us.
Another one round of applause for the chairman of the House Committee on Aviation. Now very quickly about 40. Welcome now the one we call Onwa, the chairman of the Senate Committee on Aviation, distinguished Senator Hope Uzodinma. One round of applause. Please, these are our bosses. The more you clap, the more they approve projects for us. So we can keep transforming the aviation sector. Clap for him, please. Mr. President is going to talk to us the vote of thanks and then the national anthem. May we be seated, please.
His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, GCFR, ably represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator Pius Aliu, the Chairman Senate Committee on Aviation, the Chairperson House of Representatives Committee on Aviation, the Honorable Minister of Aviation, the President of the Council of ICAO, the Ambassador of Mexico and other ambassadors here present, chieftains of the industry, the heads of civil aviation parastatals, and the airlines, and I will not forget the Permanent Secretary Aviation here present. For me, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, is indeed a great honor and a privilege to be a Nigerian. Many things are said about Nigeria, but what has happened and what is happening today can only happen to a Nigerian. All our leaders are from humble backgrounds. It is only in Nigeria that you can find a young boy from humble beginnings like myself to work to attain the height at ICAO. This country is blessed. This development that has taken place is not a personal honor. It is a honor to our great country. And the privilege and honor is to Mr. President himself. Because Mr. President, having nominated me for this position, directed that all facilities should be put at the disposal of his achievement. And I want to thank in particular the Honorable Minister, Princess Stella Adaeze Ojua. A lot has been said about Princess Adaeze Ojua, about her activities within Nigeria. But I want to recall that in this same auditorium in 2012, When the President of the Council visited Nigeria the last time, it was at the invitation of the Honorable Minister, where she led all the ministers from Africa to adopt a landmark declaration to enhance aviation safety in Africa. So our interaction with ICAO started from that day, ended up with the re-election of Nigeria into the ICAO Council, and with the election of your humble servant as the president of the ICAO Council. So I want to thank her. I want to thank her for the support she gave. She put in place a committee to help and facilitate with the election, headed by the permanent secretary, and in collaboration with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And I see there are some of our distinguished ambassadors that are the desk officer for this process here in this auditorium today. And I want to thank, through them, all our ambassadors and permanent representatives that are working abroad, that champion and work with us, start from the Ministry of Aviation on this project. My friend, my very good friend, Roberto Kobeh Gonzalez, the president of the ICAO Council. It is true that when I came into the council, I had the privilege and the honor and the luck to be sitting side by side with him. And as a new representative, I was able to learn from him. From then, he's been my friend, he's been my mentor. He has visited since then Nigeria several times. He's gone with me all over. We even visited the Nigerian College of Aviation Technology in Zaria on one of his visits. I've had the privilege to visit his family, to be in Mexico. This is a lifelong friendship. And I'm happy today that he has said, whatever challenges that I may face, his lines are open, that I will always continue to get his support. And I want to thank him because he arrived just 1 hour before this event. And he came directly from the airport to honor the invitation of Mr. President of the Honorable Minister. So on behalf of all of us, I want to thank, in particular, my friend, the President of the ICAO Council, Mr. Roberto Kobeh Gonzalez. I want to thank all of our colleagues that are here today. What has happened is a manifestation that this country has great professionals. All of them working, whether in the ministry, or in the parastatal, or in the airline, or in the industry. You can remain confident that you are one of the best in the world. Of course, in any situation like this, we have to continue to give thanks to the Almighty God. A lot of prayers have been said to me, and I wish that God, in His infinite mercy, will put a stamp on those prayers. I have to recognize here with me today, of course, my wife Natalia, that has come with me. Once again, my heartfelt appreciation to Mr. President, to the Honorable Minister, to our National Assembly, to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, to all my colleagues that have supported me and with whom I worked over the years. One thing I can assure you, Your Excellency, is that you handed me that flag. You can be rest assured that I will try everything in my ability to keep the flag of Nigeria flying. God bless you.
Please celebrate a humble man, a gentleman, and a gator for excellence in Nigeria, who is an international civil servant. Another one round of applause for him, please. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, may I now very kindly, with a unique opportunity, invite Mr. President, ably represented tonight by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, our distinguished Senator Ayin Pius Ayin, for the presidential address. Excellency.
Brother, the Chairman, Senate Committee on Aviation, Chief Hope Uzodima. The Honorable Minister, Federal Minister of Aviation, Mrs. Stella Adezomodo, who incidentally and certainly is our chief host for tonight. Our very special guest, Mr. Roberto Kobeh Gonzalez, the incumbent president of ICAO. The president-elect of ICAO, our own very dear old Aliu, and his dear wife. The Controller General of Immigration, Mr. David Cradan, the representative of IG of Police, AIG Suleiman Abba, the Permanent Secretary Ministry of Aviation, our dear elder statesman, Ambassador Dan Suleiman and his dear wife, the Directors General of NACA, FAN, NAMA, NOA, and name it. Your Excellency, the Ambassador of Mexico in Nigeria, Ambassador Marco Blanco, airline operators, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. You are all aware that for exigencies of duty, our very dear President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, GCFR, is unavoidably absent in this very important occasion. He is certainly away in France, a very important official engagement. Because of the importance he attached to this event, he specifically directed me to stand in for him in this occasion. I must confess that the shoes of Mr. President is certainly too big for me to step in. And so I requested for a written speech. He gave me a very short speech, and I'll be strictly limited to that speech. I will simply read as I can, and I want to encourage us that if I do not read it very well, it's because his shoes are too big for me. And if I try to do it well, if you clap for me, I will convey it to him. But let me join the man who introduced the acrobatic dancers to one. Please, when we go home after tonight's event, do not practice that dance at home. I am therefore humbled to present the very brief address of Mr. President to you this evening. It gives me great pleasure to be at this very special gathering in honor of the ICAO Council President-elect, Dr. Alumuyiwa Aliu, and the current ICAO Council President, Mr. Roberto Kobeh Gonzalez. The election of Dr. Aliu is especially historic, given the fact that he is the first African and Nigerian to be so elected to this position. Indeed, the election endorses the aviation sector's growth in Africa. We all express thanks and gratitude to the Almighty God for the election of Dr. Aliu as the ICAO President. On behalf of the government and good people of Nigeria, I would also like to express our gratitude to the tremendous support given to Dr. Bernard's candidature by the African Union, all member states of ICAO, F.C.T, and United Nations members. Dr. Alumuyiwa couldn't have achieved this without the tremendous support and goodwill of Mr. Roberto Gonzalez. It is worthy to mention that the election of Dr. Alumuyiwa as ICAO's Council President was also made possible by his excellent technical experience and knowledge of the global aviation industry. His work at ICAO over the years has been exemplary and will no doubt become an asset to the organization. Since becoming a member state of ICAO Council in 1962, Nigeria has continued to make valuable contributions to this organization. Now I use this opportunity to reassure the ICAO Council and President-elect of Nigeria's continued support. The government and good people of Nigeria are certainly fully behind the President-elect. Lastly, we congratulate the current ICAO Council President, Mr. Roberto Gonzalez, for his achievements at this global organization, and hope for his continued support and guidance of the President-elect as he assumes office come January next year. We continually pray for him, support him in whichever way you can, and the good Lord who has made this possible will continue to strengthen him. I thank you all.
Another one round of applause for His Excellency. I'm very quickly before the national anthem, and I invite the Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of